So now we're going to determine values of certain trig functions by creating triangles. So there's two types of problems we're going to do that with. This problem where we're given a point on the terminal side, and this one where we're just given a certain information about other trig functions. So we're going to take care of both of those in this video. Here we go. So it says -2, 3 is a point on the terminal side of theta. So that means here's your angle theta. Find -2, 3. That's somewhere up here. And this is the angle, therefore. And we're going to make this into a triangle. So this is -2 on the x, 3 on the y. Now it's a little ugly here. It's hard to read because that's just what the question means. To do this question, the best thing to do, I think, is to draw a right triangle. And put theta right here. -2 is x, because this is x, y. So on the x-axis, the horizontal part, just label that leg -2. And on the y part of the triangle, the vertical part, it's 3. Label that leg 3. Now we're going to do Pythagorean theorem to get the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse squared equals 3 squared plus a -2 squared. So the hypotenuse is the square root of 13. And now we're ready to go. So cosecant of this angle is the reciprocal of the sine. Sine is opposite of hypotenuse. So cosecant is hypotenuse, root 13, over opposite, which is 3. We're done. That was simple. The next question is really the same type of question here. We're trying to find cosecant given that secant is 5/2 and cotangent is less than 0. This piece of information is going to tell us whether we should have a positive or negative result. We're going to ignore it until the very end. So the first thing I'm going to do is create my triangle. We know that secant is 5/2, positive 5/2. That's important. So that means cosine, its reciprocal, is a positive 2/5. Therefore, the adjacent side to our angle is 2. The hypotenuse is 5. We're going to figure out this opposite side with Pythagorean theorem. So x squared plus 4 equals 25. X squared equals 21. X equals the square root of 21. So we're supposed to figure out what cosecant is. Well, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. And sine, was that the last question too? Yeah, it was. And sine is, as we said before, opposite of hypotenuse. So cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite. Now we have to figure out if that's positive or negative. So from sine, cosine, and tangent, either they're all positive or only one of them is positive. So we already know, based off secant being 5/2, that cosine is positive. And it says cotangent is negative. Therefore, only cosine is positive, and it's reciprocal secant. So look at your answer. Your answer is cosecant, which is going to be the same positive or negativeness as sine. So since cosine's positive, tangent's negative, sine must be negative, and therefore cosecant's negative. So I hope you followed that. It's pretty simple. I'm going to rationalize the bottom, and that's going to be my final answer. And that's it.